Hi, welcome back. Today we're going to do a full review of the sit-down restaurant Yak and Yeti. Hi, thanks everybody for tuning in. Thank you to everybody who's subscribing. We're about 15 subscribers shy of 200, which is really good for us. We're really excited to be getting to that milestone. I also wanted to just take a quick second and promote what's going on tomorrow, which will be Wednesday. I'll be partaking in, and I've been doing it for the past couple of weeks. It's a showdown of different topics. So we did princesses, we did leading men, we did sidekicks and villains, and now we're going to put them all together and we're going to try to come up with our craziest story with who it is. So far I think we have Belle, we have Hercules, we have the villain is Jafar, and Olaf is the sidekick. So I have to come up with a story with that, with a couple of other awesome YouTubers, and we're going to each come up with our own story and then kind of vote and see who has the best story, or just kind of tell them and see who has the best story. So it's really fun, and that's coming up tomorrow, so make sure you check it out. I'll leave the link in the description. And again, thanks for everybody for tuning in. Thanks everybody for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed already, please think about possibly doing that. So anyway, let's get into it. This is our review of Yak and Yeti. We have a 1 through 5 scale, 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest. And we have 5 categories. That is the theme of the restaurant, the perks that they have, value, food, and would we go back. So let's start right off with the theme. And again, this is for the sit-down Yak and Yeti restaurant. The theme. So my numbers are back. Okay. Alright, so go. I know, I'm trying to change my number. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, so go 3, 2, 1. Were you going to go with the 4?
I was going to go with the 4.
I was going to go
and
with
then
the 4
change my
also.
mind.
I was thinking about all the just really cool, like this, like the displays, just the decor. It's really good. So why did you go with the 5?
There was a lot of the different statues, and it was all kind of an Asian theme.
Right.
So there was different statues. There was different posters, like on the walls and frames. Like promoted. The one that we sat by was a movie poster.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And I think it's not very I wouldn't say Chinese restaurant Asian or Japanese. It's very I'd say Indian, Bangladesh, Himalayas, Tibet. It does kind of hit a couple of different regions in there, like Pakistan, but it's not. I wouldn't say anything exactly like one.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that it's overall they did a really good job of keeping it fairly general, but also it just really has that theme deeply running through it. And it was really good. The cast members, what they're wearing, I think really fits the theme. Going to the bathroom even there was fit a theme. And I'm trying to think what else.
The chairs are really nice.
Yeah, the chairs, the tables.
The chairs are very intricate.
Yeah, and I'd say
each chair was different.
Do you know what I liked about it? Yeah, exactly. The difference that they were mismatched.
Yeah.
Things were mismatched, and I liked that. I thought it was really cool. Our plates are mismatched.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Not our plates, ours at home.
Oh.
Remember,
I thought you meant at the restaurant.
My saxophone and flute player in my band had his wedding, and they had bought mismatched place settings for their wedding because it was just really interesting, really cool. So he had all this extra plate settings, and I was like, oh, we'll take some of those plate settings for our house, and we got mismatched plate settings from him. And going to places and seeing that they do something similar, I'm like, it just makes me feel oh, that's really cool. What a cool thing to do. But yeah, I thought that the theme was really cool. Mm-hmm. And even going into it, you're going from, you're in Asia, in Animal Kingdom, it's an Animal Kingdom, and you go through and you're in there, so the front looks like it would fit the theme, and you go in and just it's all there. It's and I don't even know why I was thinking 4. I was oh, I can't give it a 5. It's gonna be too good. It's a 5. It's overall a really cool place. So 5.
And I think there's downstairs seating and upstairs seating, I believe, because there was a
Oh yeah,
staircase.
I think there was a staircase.
I
Yeah.
think that there was upstairs seating.
Right, and we went during the time of COVID, so some of the stuff was like a little different, I'm sure, but I wouldn't even have known. Unlike like Plaza, where you're like, oh, it's like definitely like a little different, like the menu's a little different. I wouldn't even necessarily know. Like everything just seemed like really cool. So, all right, do you want to go on to perks?
Yeah.
All right. And as we're going through this, we don't really talk too much about like what we like or dislike or the our categories ahead of time, so it's kind of a surprise to each other too. All right, so go 3, 2, 1. 1. Yeah. Okay. So perks.
Just that you can use the Disney dining plan when it is available for it. I couldn't really think of any other perks that really stood out.
Yeah,
to me.
it's like one table service credit per. I said one of the perks that I thought was just the theme of it in general was pretty good. I think it's I don't know how crowded it usually gets, but again, we went during the time of COVID, so it was already very not crowded. But when we were getting, like before that, we were actually taking reservations for things, so we were actually able to get reservations fairly easy. But I wouldn't say that there's a lot of perks, like free refills, but it's a table service already, so obviously you would get them. Couldn't really think of too many. No light up glasses or anything like that. But yeah, overall, like, we'll see if it really matters in the end, though. I have a sneaking suspicion that it may or may not. We'll see. All right, value.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, so go 3, 2, 1. You went with the 3. Okay, why did you go with the 3?
Maybe like a 3.5. Okay, so I enjoyed this part of it, but I know like some other people might not like it. But I gave it a 3 because I felt like the portions were a little bit smaller, at least with what I got.
Okay, great.
But I like that because I was able to eat most of it. Like I didn't have to like feel like, oh, I have to eat more because I'm paying more for it. Like I ate enough of it that I was comfortable, and I was like, I don't have to finish it all the way. But I know that some people would want more food for the price range.
Okay,
You know
I see that. Yes, that makes a lot of sense. I didn't even think of like portion sizes for the money. I was just looking at the different price points. So I went with a 5 because there were a lot of different price points on the menu. So I'm looking here, and you're like, if you could just get a soup or a salad, your soup, like if you get a wonton soup, is $7.29. A house salad is $8.79. A seared tuna salad is $20. Those aren't like overly expensive. A vegetable lo mein is $20. So I don't think everything's like overly expensive, and that goes all the way up to then there's like a $30 duck dish. There's a $25 teriyaki chicken dish. Barbecue ribs, $28. Like, I'm looking at that and I'm like, okay, it's a pretty wide variety of price points, so anybody could go in there and be happy with what they spend. Like, you can spend a lot or you can spend a little, and I don't always see that at a lot of Disney places. Like, some of them I go in and I'm like, okay, the price starts at $25 and goes up to $35. It's like, it's a pretty small window, but you're going anywhere from, if you, again, just want to go in and have, like, a soup while other people are having, like, a meal because maybe you just already eaten or you plan on a meal later, you are only spending, like, $8 while somebody else is spending more. Like, you can hit that variety. Let's check the other side here. That's like the drink menu. I forgot that would be a perk, I guess, right?
I was just gonna say one perk that I just thought of, and I think it's only because of COVID, but is the menu that you're looking at right now. Actually.
Yeah, we were able to get a paper menu. And again, I think that's just because of COVID. And they said, oh, do you want us to throw that out? And I was like, not necessarily, but like, we'll do a review and stuff. And I'll show a picture of the menu and stuff like that. But yeah, that was cool. But yeah, that's why I kind of went with that 5 for the value. Is it because like, and I had like quite a bit of food with what I had gotten, and I'll go over that with food. But I just think I'd agree. Like, I don't think your portion was huge, but I think it was fine for what you got.
Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah, and like you could get a shareable, like it was like a shareable on an appetizer, and like lettuce cups is $17.99. That's something that like I'd like to get even on a really hot day, like to split or to have, because it's not like and super heated up.
Yeah.
So like I don't know.
Something kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, light. That's like what you go for. And you said like you don't want to leave with not have eaten your food because you'll feel like a little guilty of spending that money and not eating it all, and you don't want to traipse around a park in a July day with leftovers of like heavy stuff. So
or being too full because you force yourself to to eat all of your whole plate.
Yeah, raise your hand if that's happened to you. Yeah. All right, so welcome to Disney, right? All right, so let's move on to that's a value. Let's move on to food. Like, what did you think of your food? I was trying to take a peek, but you have yours upside down. All right, so go 3, 2, 1, 5. Yeah. So tell me about your food. What did you get? What do you think of it?
I got the coconut shrimp.
Yep. Coconut shrimp, and that was $25.79.
Yep. And that was coconut crusted shrimp, jasmine rice, stir fried vegetables, served with plum barbecue sauce. It was really, really, really good. The coconut was really sweet, which I really liked. The shrimps, I don't know how many I got.
I don't remember. I think we took a picture of it, so we'll like pull the picture up and whatnot.
Yeah. But they weren't. They were a decent size, so you know I ate most of them. The plum barbecue sauce, I didn't really like that as much. I know you tried it and you liked it.
Right.
I think it was just too kind of barbecue-y for me, so I just ate them plain. The vegetables were good and the rice was good. The rice was just a jasmine rice, so I kind of like mixed that in with the vegetables and ate it. And then to drink, or do you want to talk about yours first and then something?
No, you can talk about your drink.
Okay. Didn't we get the same thing?
I think we did. Do you remember what it was?
It was the. Let's see what it was called on here. It was the berry cherry limeade. So it was cherry and lime juice with Sprite. And I did not like it at all.
Yeah.
I think that it was the lime juice.
It was very lime.
Yeah. And I guess I'm just not used to like real lime juice or that much in it. Because I was thinking it would be more like a cherry limeade.
It was way more sour than it was anything else. And if you get like a cherry limeade from like I'm trying to think what it would be, like a Sonic, or even just like a sit down like a TGI Fried or something like that. It's much sweeter.
Yeah.
Yep.
And yeah, I like forced some of that down because that was the drink, but I just
I think about waters and stuff too.
Yeah, so I just ended up drinking the water, and then I think I gave you the rest of them.
Yeah, I did want to point out that I made a mistake. They actually do have a Yak and Yeti souvenir cup. Oh. Does that change what your thing is for perks?
Yeah, I guess I would bump it up.
Yeah.
Two.
I might go 2 or 3. Yeah. Okay. So we'll make that correction, but okay. I had the this here, the chicken tikka masala, which is boneless chicken marinated in yogurt and freshly ground herbs, cooked in a traditional masala sauce, jasmine rice, and garlic naan. That was $25.99. It is listed as a signature item, and it was really, really good. It came in like a really flat bowl, so you can really get the naan in there and like scoop up the masala sauce. Though the chicken was really tender and tasted really good, and I think there was a pretty good amount of chicken. I can always probably use more chicken, but even when I make it at home, I don't throw that like tons and tons of chicken in either, because that sauce is really like part of what you're eating and stuff too. I really don't like vegetables, and it wasn't overly vegetable-y, or they were like pureed pretty well, because I didn't really run into many like big hunks of vegetables. I also don't like shrimp, so I didn't really have your shrimp, but you did have like a few bites of mine. What did you think?
I thought it was okay. I don't think that it was like the best that I've had as far as like the flavor wise, but yeah, okay. And I don't think I really like the naan.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, but I did enjoy it quite a bit. I thought it was like really good. So I was really happy with that choice. and I also had the same drink that you had. I agreed that it was pretty, like, the flavor was not what I was expecting. I still drank it. I thought it was okay. I thought it was pretty good. So I might have had several of them. I thought they were pretty good. And what did we have? Because we said, oh, we're pretty interested. He said, would you like dessert? I think the waiter said. And we're like, yeah, we're kind of interested in it. And I think that we asked between was it the mango pie or the chocolate pudding cake? I can't remember which. Or the fried wontons. And the waiter said, definitely go with the fried wontons. You won't be sorry. You'll really like them. It's a signature item. It was $11.99. So the most expensive item on the dessert menu. And it was incredible. It was well worth the money.
Really, really good.
It was awesome. It's skewers of fresh pineapple and cream cheese wontons, vanilla ice cream, and a honey vanilla drizzle. I can't get over how good. Like, I can taste it right now, and it says months later.
Yeah.
It was so good.
It was good. And then another thing, again, that I liked, but other people might not necessarily like, is that they were smaller wontons. I was kind of expecting a big one, and I was thinking, it's like, oh, I don't know if I can finish it all. But they were pretty small. They were, I think it came with 2 skewers.
2 skewers, and there were 2 of us, so it was like, that was perfect. So if you have a party of like 3 or 4, you might think of ordering 2 sets of them. But if you have 2 people and you thought that you didn't get enough food, you might want to order 2 sets of them anyway, because they're just so good, and you might just like really want to, eat those. So, all right. Anything else about the food? I can't go over again, like, how good I thought that the food was, compared especially to other restaurants we've eaten at Disney. Like, it's good. And I'd also say, like, I talked before about how the price points are quite a bit different, but there's a really wide variety of food also. So if you have a party that you don't know who will like what, you might want to check this place out just because of the amount of options that they have. They have shareables, they have your small plates for your appetizers, they have soups and salads, they have specialties, they have noodles and bowls, wok items, grilled items, and they have their sides. It's like, it's a wide variety of different options. And I like that a lot also. So, a little bit for everybody. All right, are we ready to go to our final section, which is would we go back?
Yes.
All right. Three, two, one. Yeah. All right, so why did you say that we would definitely want to go back?
I would definitely go back because the food was really, really good.
It was really good. I thought it was also, like, it's really easy to find. It's not too hard to find. We don't have a section on this. I thought the wait staff was just really, really nice. Yeah. He was really friendly. We went in wearing our masks, and he said, look, you guys are in now. You're going to be eating. You guys can take your masks off. I'm wearing my mask and stuff, so you guys, like, I want you to feel safe, and you're more than welcome to take that off when you're ready. So I just thought he was just really nice. He was really knowledgeable on the different food and stuff also. And I thought, like, hands down, one of the better, like, wait staff cast members we've had.
Yep, and he kept, like, checking up on us, making sure, like, everything was okay, like, the drinks were filled, and... Yeah,
so... all in all, I think I definitely go back. I would probably try some other items on the menu. There's a lot of really good stuff. There's a Kobe beef burger that I wanted to try. There's teriyaki chicken. But we're not going to go in and eat multiple items on the menu. We're there just to eat. Like, we go to these parks, like, and we like to do the reviews later. But there's kind of a reason why we don't do a lot of filming in the parks, is because we want to, like, we enjoy our time in the parks, and we take the pictures later as a side thought, but I want to sit and enjoy my food, so I'm not going to order like 4 different items on the menu and then try them all and see what was better. I want to get like what I want to get and eat it and enjoy it, and then off to some rides and stuff. So, but yeah, I definitely go back and try some of the other menu items. I think there's a lot of good stuff.
I would probably get the same thing I got.
I was wondering if the seared tuna salad was going to be as good as
Sunshine Seasons.
Sunshine Seasons. You liked it there, but not so much at Beer Guest for lunch. Yeah, so there's a lot of items that I think that I'd like to try and see how good they are. Also, so definitely want to go back here. I'd say even over Tusker House, which we've eaten.
Yeah.
Tusker House is nice because it's a buffet and you can meet the characters. but I'd say the food quality was a little better here at Yak and Yeti. So, all right, anything you want to add?
No.
All right, so again, if you could check out the link at the bottom on Wednesday at 8, check out the live YouTube that we're putting out with like Mermaid Nina Travels, Hudat Travels, Tikka for one, and Mackenzie Taylor. It's some really fun people, and I'm like really excited to see what their stories are. I want to see if mine match anybody's. I'm like worried about that, but it's gonna be really fun to check that out. And if you haven't done so before, please click that subscribe button. Again, we have about 15 until we hit 200, which is a good milestone. And then tink that bell for notifications. If you have anybody that hits Disney up, please share the videos with them. It'll be pretty fun. We like making these, and we like when you guys interact and like the videos and subscribe and stuff like that. Also, make sure you comment, because we'll make sure we comment back. I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.